A kind word may seem small, but it can carry the weight of a miracle. A genuine compliment has the power to change someone's whole day, sometimes even their whole life. Stay until the end, because this story shows how one small compliment transformed not just one person, but an entire circle of lives. Olivia was 27, a nurse in Chicago. She had worked 4 years in the same busy hospital. Every day she moved through crowded hallways that smelled of disinfectant and echoing footsteps. Lately, Olivia felt like a ghost. Doctors rattled off instructions without looking her way. Patients complained about wait times. Her coworkers often laughed together while she sat alone in the corner with her sandwich. She had even drafted a resignation letter one night. "Maybe I am not cut out for this," she whispered. "Maybe I am just another pair of hands." The week dragged on. One morning, a senior doctor snapped, "You are too slow," though she had been running nonstop. A patient muttered, "You nurses are all the same." The words clung to her like heavy weights. Then came a rainy Thursday. Olivia's shoes were soaked before she even reached the bus stop. She looked at her reflection in a shop window and sighed. "I look like I haven't slept in years." She pushed through the door of a coffee shop, hoping for warmth before her shift. The line was long. A man behind her sighed loudly. Another customer cut ahead. Olivia lowered her eyes, too drained to protest. At the counter, a young barista took her order. He had freckles across his nose and a genuine smile. As he handed her the cup, he paused and said, "I just want you to know, you have the kindest eyes. You look like someone who really cares." Olivia froze. For weeks, she had not heard anything kind directed at her. Warmth spread through her chest. Her throat tightened as she whispered, "Thank you." That means more than you know. She carried her coffee into the rain, but suddenly the world seemed lighter. At the hospital, she found herself smiling more often. Her first patient was a frightened little boy. Normally, she would have rushed through, but she knelt beside him. "You are braver than you think," she said gently. "I believe in you." The boy calmed, and his mother whispered, "Thank you." Later that day, a middle-aged man barked, "About time someone helped me." Olivia almost snapped back, but she remembered the barista's words. She drew a breath and said, "I understand this is frustrating. Let's fix it together." His shoulders dropped, and the tension faded. During lunch, she noticed a young nurse sitting alone. Normally, Olivia kept quiet, but this time she said, "I admire how carefully you explain things to patients. It makes a difference." The nurse's eyes widened, and she smiled as if she had been waiting all month to hear those words. The afternoon grew chaotic. A patient collapsed suddenly. The room buzzed with panic. Olivia moved fast, handing tools, giving clear instructions. When the patient stabilized, a young doctor exhaled and whispered, "I could not have done this without you." For the first time in months, Olivia felt seen. Not as a faceless nurse, but as someone who mattered. The next day, the ripple continued. She complimented the hospital security guard, telling him, "You always make people feel safe here." His tired face lit up. She told a custodian, "This place runs because of you." He nodded with gratitude. Each compliment cost nothing, but every person carried it like a small treasure. Olivia realized she was giving away the same gift she had received in the coffee shop. That evening, walking home in the rain, she saw an older woman struggling with heavy grocery bags. Olivia hurried over and said, "You remind me of my grandmother. You are so strong carrying all this." The woman chuckled and replied, "Honey, that is the nicest thing anyone has said to me all week." Her eyes glistened, and she walked away lighter. By the weekend, Olivia felt a shift deep inside. The exhaustion was still there, but she no longer felt invisible. She realized she had carried one simple sentence through her entire world, and it had multiplied into dozens of brighter moments. The following Monday, she returned to the coffee shop. She wanted to thank the barista who had changed everything, but he was gone, replaced by a new worker. Olivia smiled softly and wrote a note on her receipt. "A week ago, one kind compliment kept me from giving up. Tell your coworker that his words reached farther than he knows." She left it on the counter and walked away. That was the beauty of it. We may never know how far one kind word travels. A compliment, given in a rush of sincerity, can echo far beyond what we imagine. A genuine compliment can change someone's whole day. It costs nothing, yet it carries the power to heal, to energize, and to remind people they matter. So the next time you think something kind about someone, do not keep it inside. Say it out loud, because your words might be the light they carry through their darkest day. If this story touched you, subscribe to this channel for more timeless life lessons every week. Share this story with someone who needs to be reminded of the power of kindness.